Okay, here's a mini voice lesson. I'm going to try to actually do this for both keys because I think I have the same things to say about both of them. So when you are working on Come Raggio di Sol, you are really working on your passaggio. Whether you're in the low key or the high key, it really does sit in that area. And the best thing it does is give you this gorgeous Italian. Your pure vowels can really help with the passaggio, okay? This passageway from the low voice to the middle voice or the middle voice to the high voice, and there's even another one if you want a super high, super high passaggio. But whether you're working on one or the other, the Italian, the pure vowel Italian can really, really help you with it. So this mini voice lesson is all about the Italian. We're gonna lean into the E vowel. We're gonna lean into the U vowel and really try to keep that A vowel balanced. This A vowel, let me see if I can find one. Oh, raggio. We don't have a very long one because we've got those double G's after the A, but ra. It's really nice, dropped jaw, but it's got this beautiful space in the back and it's forward. It's also forward. It's not raggio, you know, you've got a nice balance there. So you've got a lot to think about with the Italian, but don't worry about the Italian being correct. Worry about it helping you with your passaggio. That is efficient practice right there. Having the right mindset and the right priorities. Okay, so here are the words. Come, it's open, all. Come, raggio, 2 G's. It almost sounds like a DG, doesn't it? Raggio, di sol. That's our first E vowel. And it's pretty quick, but it definitely helps me know that I have it. I've clicked on the file of the E vowel because here we go with the next note, and whether you're using the low key or the high key, this is our first time of jumping up into a little bit higher register. And we don't want it to necessarily be pinched. We don't want it to be too loud. We want it to fit in smoothly with everything else, but we definitely want to use a pure E. Mite, mite. I'm going to show all my teeth, okay? Like a good Italian would. Mite, sereno. Those are very exact A vowels. They're all the same. Mite, sereno. Maybe they're supposed to be more closed or open. I just want to keep things really simple. I don't want to worry about closed and open E's right now. I want to think about the E that's going to help you the most. Mite, sereno. Okay? Come raggio di sol. These are all the same words. Yay! Let's go on to the very bottom, that very last word before we turn the page. Sovra. Placidi. So it looks like C, but a C with an I after is a ch sound. That I changes the way the C sounds. Placidi. Flutti. Si riposa. Mentre del mare. Look how much smiling I'm doing. My mouth is wide open. I feel like everything is in the general area of an E vowel. That is what I'm hoping that you will incorporate with this song. It's going to help you so much with your passaggio. Mentre del mare. Nel. It's not nel. It's nel. Everything's so sunshiny. Have you been to Italy? It's sunny and beautiful and bright, and the lemons are huge and they just fall off the trees, and it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Where was I? Nel profondo. Okay, so even though we have these o profondo, we're still using an activated mouth. We're not just I don't even know how to do it without it. It's got so much attitude because we're Italians. Nel profondo seno sta la tempesta. Now, it's really important that we mute the T's, make them dental like that, because if we go sta la tempesta, we're aspirating and we're really making this like puff of air come through the vocal folds, and things don't stay in their general like really lugubrious supple place. And that's what we're working on with the passaggio. So keeping everything in a balanced way and not letting anything explode out like those T's, that's really going to help you with your passaggio as well. Sta la tempesta. We're holding on to the pe for a really long time. Quick mini lesson note here. I'm using a real, it looks like an E vowel, but I'm singing on an A. But I'm keeping my mouth really released for that whole thing. My jaw's released, my mouth is open and smiling, everything is free. If I start going, if I start closing in, that makes that line a lot harder. Notice the stringendo above that long note. Just know that the pianist, hopefully, will speed up just a little bit. So really listen for those changes in chords, okay? Because if you hear, those are your 3 chords you're listening for, and then sta is on this one. That's gonna keep you in the right direction. Sorry, that was in the high key if you're looking at the low key. But that really keeps things going. Okay, sorry, sta la tempesta, ascosa. Here's the last page. Così, riso. Those just kind of go together, that's fine. Così riso, talor. Talor is beautifully written for that top note. Now this is the high key, sorry, but così riso, talor. This gives you a chance to really drop your jaw, whether you're in the low key or the high key, and give your most beautiful open vowel. It's gorgeous. Gallo e. Gallo e. Okay, that's probably a little too closed of an E, but you know, all I'm caring about right now is your placement of your vowels for the quality of your singing. That little E should just be like relaxed eh. So gallo e pacato is probably what we would end up with, but let's go for a real E this time. Gallo e pacato. It just keeps things bright. Di contento, di gioia, un labbro infiora. Now don't be scared by the way that looks. These are just syllables that have been lopped together, connected, because there's only one note happening. You can just repeat the note, but they should slide together. Gioia un labbro infiora. See, I'm just, in English, I guess in English we would do di gioia un. We would do a little glottal in between, but these just get, there's no glottal in Italian, so these just get rolled one into the next, just like a big string of spaghetti. I'm so hungry. Okay, so di gioia un labbro infiora. Don't be too confused about that. You just have to say it over and over again. It'll feel much better. Mentre nel suo, even though that's a tiny word, it's 2 syllables and they both matter. Suo, no. Suo. Segreto. Il cor piagato. Sango. Now, as weird as this next part looks, just say shy. Shy. That's it. Even though it looks like some crazy thing. SC with an I afterwards is just sh. And then you have an A. Sha. Shy. Sango shy. Si. Martora. There's a difference between 2 R's. There's a rolled R and a flipped R. I don't care about that right now, although I can tell you the rule. If it's an R that is surrounded by 2 vowels, 1 on each side, it's flipped. Martora. It's just like a D sound. If the R's at the beginning or the end of the word, or if there's a consonant next to it, it's rolled. You can spend more time on it. Mar. But what we care more about right now is using these pure vowels and going for it, really being dramatic with your pure vowels to make your passaggio really work for you. So I hope you enjoyed that.